Welcome back to 5 Myths Busted. What I wish I had known when I wrote my first novel. Today we are tackling a big one with myth number 4. Myth number 4 is there are good and bad novel ideas. This one honestly breaks my heart a little bit because it puts so much pressure on the idea. And we often perceive story ideas as kind of flying through the window and landing on our desk. And if we think that the idea is the most important part, it devalues all of the hard work that we put into transforming that idea into a full-fledged novel. The idea is not the source of value for a book. I'm going to say that again. The idea is not the source of value for a book. Now, if the idea were the most important part of a book, then we could only have one book per premise or per idea. So let's think about this. That means only one book for two people meet, they fall in love, they think they like each other, but some conflicts come up and they struggle, and then maybe they reconcile, or maybe they don't. So maybe we have two premises. Now, are there only 2 books in the world that have this as an idea? Can you imagine? I mean, if we broke ideas down into one book per idea, then half the books behind me would disappear. We reprocess the same idea all the time for books, but the uniqueness and the importance and the value of the book comes from how that author told it, the particular uniqueness that they brought to the story. So it is not the idea that matters most, it's how you tell it. If you can write that on an index card and stick it on your desk, then please do. I think that will help you. The important part of the process comes after the idea, not in the idea itself. It's when you get to know your characters, when you figure out how they're going to operate, all of the things we've been talking about so far in this series. All of the things you do after you have the idea to turn it into a book, and the fact that it's you doing it with your unique viewpoint, that's what makes it special. It takes time and it takes a lot of work to do this. So I want you to factor that in when you're assessing an idea. Now, it is important to assess the value of an idea because you're going to spend a lot of time working on it. So don't go hunting for ideas that feel trendy or that you think, ooh, that would be really good right now, that feel current or relating to what people seem to be publishing at the moment. It takes a really long time to write a book. It takes a really long time to sell it if you're going to publish it traditionally. And then there's a whole editing process. So by the time it comes out, you know, if you're writing, there was a period when vampire books were everything. If you just decide, oh, everybody likes vampire books, I better write a vampire book, then by the time it comes out, people might not be interested in that anymore. And if that's the only reason you took on that idea, you're going to be disappointed. So even if you publish it yourself, it takes time to write it and to edit it and to finish it. So don't look outwards for validation for your idea. There's only one way to tell if an idea for a book is good, and that is to ask yourself this: am I dying to write this? Am I so excited about this idea? You're going to spend a lot of time with it. And so you're the one who needs to be excited about it first. Make sure that when you think about the idea, it lights you up. We want you to feel good about it. And if you feel good about it, that's going to translate into you doing all of the hard work that's necessary in order to make a good book out of it. If you're excited, that's really all you need to know. Okay, tomorrow we will conclude our series with myth number 5. And myth number 5 is all about these concepts that we have about what real writers do and don't do. And it's incredibly important that we debunk this myth. It's the most important one in the whole series. So I look forward to sharing it with you, and I know you won't want to miss it. I'll see you back here tomorrow.